To the Shed Shop Kitchen Edition. Here's Fatty Bunting's doggo. Here's Grumpy Unk. Grumpy Unk does not know how to cook very well. He's 54 years old and he eats lots of bad food, TV dinners, and all kinds of stuff. And so Grumpy Unk is learning how to cook. I'm teaching him tonight. We are doing pork chops. And in here we have mac and cheese, deluxe mac and cheese, and then we're also going to have some string beans. What are we going to try, Unk? That's a good choice. I would also add some smokehouse to that. So, okay. Grumpy Unk is learning how to cook because basically he's a type 2 diabetic, and if you're regular on the channel, you guys know Grumpy Unk almost died on us last year and at the beginning of this year. He had to go on a respirator because he got a full body infection. He had staph and he went septic, and he's got permanent damage to his liver and kidneys. And I'm trying to teach him how to cook and showing him that it does not take that much time or effort to cook what he likes. He's a meat and taters guy. So anybody that knows about cooking knows meat and taters are very easy to prepare. The reality is, neighbors, these big old pork chops are only going to take 4 to 6 minutes on each side. All we had to do was pour this in some water and we'll let it boil, and then we strain it and mix in cheese. So this whole healthy meal, even though diabetics are not supposed to have lots of carbohydrates like our mac and cheese, he's got lots and lots of protein because his doctor requires him to have a high protein diet due to his diabetes. And he really likes lots and lots and lots and lots of meat, neighbors. He wanted to put 8 meats on his pizza last week because it didn't cost extra. And I was like, you're crazy, neighbor. That's too much meat for pizza because you're going to eat the whole pizza like you always do. So anyways, neighbors, this is what we do. Grumpy Unk, say hello to the YouTube video, neighbors. There
hello, everybody.
Anyways, neighbors, we're teaching him to cook because we want him to be healthy, we want him to live long, and we want to cure his diabetes. If you don't believe diabetes can be cured, you need to do some research. If you go to a healthy diet and start growing your own food with all the preservatives, GMOs, chemicals, and everything else they put in all the food you're getting from the grocery store, well, you grow food in your garden, and we can cure his diabetes. The problem is, Grumpy Unk only likes corn and French-style green beans and carrots. He won't eat spinach. He'll only eat iceberg lettuce. He won't eat green leaf lettuce. He won't eat red leaf lettuce. He won't eat mesclun greens. He won't eat no greens except French-style green beans, and iceberg lettuce is his salad, but he'll put a half a bottle of dressing on one small salad. So we're trying to make Grumpy Unk be more of an adult because, you know, neighbors, I'm not going to be here forever, and if I die, I want my uncle to do this stuff. The interesting thing is, he loves meat a lot.
Let me save this.
No, he loves meat a lot, and I put single servings of meat in the freezer because I don't like to cook every night, and so Grumpy Unk can simply pull one out, put it in the fridge, and cook it. But you know what's interesting, neighbors? As much as he loves this shit, and it only takes 8 minutes to cook, he's yet to pull a piece of meat out of the freezer in an entire month and cook it for himself. So, neighbors, go in the comments down below and say, Grumpy Unk, what the fuck's the matter with you? You'll sit there and cook mac and cheese and put nasty-ass canned chicken in it when you got big old pork chops and chicken breast and hamburger meat and steaks. Why would you eat mac and cheese, goddammit, what's it called? Great Value brand with, let me show you what he puts in it, neighbors. And he eats this shit a lot. You got any canned chicken left, Grumpy Unk? No, there's his tuna. Sometimes he does tuna, which is healthy. Tuna's good. I'll make sure he gets it in water. Here we go. This is what he uses, neighbors. This is what he likes.
Because it's cheap.
Even though this is like $5, $4 a can, right? About $4 a can. A chicken breast is about $3 to $4. So he could pull out a fresh chicken breast and bake that bitch. All he's got to do is turn the oven on, season it, put it in a pan, and let it set for 30 minutes. And then he could chop it up or shred it up with a fork, and he could use that instead of this garbage. Grumpy Unk, would you like to tell us why you don't do that? Neighbors already know his answer. He's going to plug his ears pretendingly, hypothetically, and I'm going to tell you what he's going to say is, I don't honestly know. I don't know why I do that. I don't know. Habits, right?
I think it's because that's quicker and easier.
Not really. It might be, but you were on a respirator and almost died, and you said, I want to live! That's what he said, neighbors. When I asked him, Uncle, I don't know your wishes if they put you on life support and you're a vegetable. Do you want me to pull the plug? And my delusional uncle, who almost died right before they put him in a coma, said he grabbed me and he pulled me close. He doesn't remember. But he said, I want to live. I trust you. I trust you to hear from Jesus and do the right thing. But I want to live. That's how he said it, neighbors. So you guys go in the comments, please, and try and encourage Grumpy Unk to do more of this for himself. No, don't flip him yet. It's only been like 2 minutes. Flip it back over. Flip it back over. You got to give it at least 4 minutes on those thick ones, okay? About 4 minutes on that temperature. You use tongs, it's easier. Here, just use your fingers. Okay, there we go. What you want to do is you want to watch it, Uncle, okay? Watch the sides, and once the white, see how that's turning white? That's because it's cooking. Once it's about halfway up, okay, that's when we flip them. This is fat, so don't pay attention to that, but you'll see it turning white, okay? And you neighbors are learning. You'll see it turning white, okay? And then you flip it, but watch your time. And so when you put it in, if you put it in at 9:56, you know at about 10 p.m., 4 minutes, it's time to flip it. 4 to 6 minutes on each side, neighbors. Really cheap seasonings. And you don't need a recipe. You can just grab some of the chit and throw it on, and it tastes really good. We always do kosher salt first because that helps draw the juices out, and it activates the enzymes in the meat. And then what you always want to do with all meat you cook, watch Gordon Ramsay and he'll tell you, you have to let your meat rest. So you take it out of the hot pan when it's done, you put it on a nice cutting board. This cost me $30, and if you take care of it, clean it, and keep it oiled with something like this, walrus oil, that will last you forever, and it's way better than plastic cutting boards, okay? And then you set it here for about 5 minutes. A lot of people will cut steak open and cut chicken open while it's in the pan to see if it's done, and as soon as you cut that meat open, neighbors, you've ruined it. It's not going to be juicy. So, again, one more time, neighbors, go in the comments and encourage Grumpy Unk. Say, Grumpy Unk, we want you to live! We want you to eat better. Stop eating this garbage, processed trash, okay? Look at this shit. Look at this. Look at that. Okay? Look at all the sodium in that bitch. Okay? And he eats the whole can. I can't get it focused. Okay? Look at that. Look at the cholesterol. It's ridiculous. Okay? Lots of protein, but a regular chicken breast will be better. Okay? We're good on fat, not a lot of fat, but they have polysaturated fat and monosaturated fat and trans fat on there. And even though it says 0, it has those items. That's why they have to be on the can. 60 calories, but again, a nice, fresh chicken breast from a free-range chicken. Neighbors, tell him, okay? Till next time, neighbors. I'm sorry I haven't had a lot of footage out lately. I've been very depressed. I've got about 5 videos, but I'm like, I don't want to fucking post them. I don't know why. When your videos only get 40 views, it's really hard, okay? So, until next time, neighbors, be kind to one another. Everyone's facing a battle. #persevere. Give Grumpy Unk some love in the comments.